In the harsh deserts of ancient Arabia, a land divided by tribes and tradition waited for a moment that would change history. Mecca was powerful, prosperous, yet spiritually lost, devoted to idols carved by human hands. In this silence, a man sought truth, unaware that revelation was about to reshape the world. At the age of 40, the first divine revelation descended, marking the beginning of Islam.
He returned shaken, and it was Khadija who believed in him before anyone else. Quietly, a small circle of believers formed, united by faith rather than power. When the message was declared publicly, resistance rose with fierce intensity.
Mockery replaced dialogue, and hostility became a daily reality.
Believers were tortured for their faith, yet their conviction only grew stronger.
He endured every hardship with patience, refusing revenge, choosing mercy instead. Among the persecuted was Sumayya, an elderly woman whose faith would cost her life.
She became Islam's first martyr, choosing belief over fear.
As persecution intensified, believers practiced their faith in silence and secrecy.
Each night, the burden of his mission weighed heavily upon his heart.
The leaders of Mecca responded with a ruthless decision to isolate the believers completely.
Families were cut off from food, trade, and society for years. Hunger echoed through the valley, but faith never disappeared.
Through every hardship, he remained steadfast, trusting only in God.
Then tragedy struck, as Khadija, his greatest support, passed away.
Shortly after, his uncle Abu Talib also departed, leaving him without protection. This period became known as the Year of Sorrow, marked by loss and isolation. Seeking hope, he journeyed to the city of Taif, searching for hearts willing to listen.
Instead of support, he was met with ridicule and rejection.
In Taif, he found rejection and quietly chose to walk away alone.
Wounded and alone, he sought refuge, his feet soaked in blood.
In that moment, he turned only to God, seeking strength, not revenge. Though offered vengeance, he chose mercy, hoping future generations would believe.
Soon after, a miraculous journey lifted him beyond sorrow and pain.
In a single night, he was honored with a journey beyond human limits. From that night forward, his resolve returned stronger than ever.
During pilgrimage seasons, he quietly shared his message with visitors from distant lands.
Among them were men from Yathrib, whose hearts listened without hostility.
In secrecy, they pledged loyalty to faith, justice, and protection.
Back in Yathrib, the message spread quietly, reshaping an entire city.
In Mecca, fear replaced patience as leaders plotted his assassination. A deadly plan unfolded under the cover of darkness.
That night, Ali slept in his place, risking everything without hesitation. With unwavering trust, he walked past his enemies unseen.
Thus, began the migration that would change the course of history forever.
Ahead lay Medina, and the foundation of a new civilization.
To avoid capture, he chose an unexpected path into the mountains.
For days, they remained hidden, trusting patience over haste.
Enemies searched relentlessly, unaware of how close they truly were.
Yet, the fragile became a shield stronger than steel.
When the danger passed, the journey quietly resumed. But the desert was not yet free of pursuit.
Power failed where arrogance had taken control.
Mercy triumphed where vengeance was expected.
News of his arrival spread ahead of his footsteps. A city waited, unaware it was about to welcome history itself.
After days of hardship, he finally reached the land that would become home.
The people of Medina welcomed him not as a ruler, but as a trust.
He allowed fate to choose where he would settle. There, the journal came to rest. From humility, a community would soon rise. He labored with his people, never above them.
Every brick was laid with purpose and unity.
From simplicity, a center of faith was born.
Here, hearts aligned before walls ever did.
In Medina, a new chapter of history quietly began.
In Medina, guidance replaced fear, and learning replaced chaos.
He taught faith, discipline, and responsibility to a growing community.
Justice entered daily life, reshaping how people treated one another.
Conflicts were settled with fairness, not force.
A brotherhood formed beyond tribe, wealth, or blood. Faith became the anchor in the silence of night. Leadership was carried with reflection, not pride.
Yet beyond the city, hostility continued to grow. Defense became necessary, not for conquest, but survival.
The struggle ahead would test faith in ways never imagined.
For the first time, they stepped forward to defend what they believed in.
They were few, uncertain, yet bound by conviction. Strength was sought, not in numbers, but in trust. Across the sands, opposition waited with confidence. Fear whispered, but resolve answered louder. Each man prepared, knowing retreat was no longer an option.
The desert bore witness to courage born of faith.
Against all odds, resilience prevailed. Victory did not breed pride, only humility. They returned not as conquerors, but as believers strengthened by trial. Medina received them with silence, reflection, and gratitude.
Every return carried lessons written in them by heart.
In solitude, guidance was renewed through devotion.
Each trial became a lesson, shaping hearts before strategy.
They learned that patience was strength, not weakness.
Peace remained fragile, watched carefully from every direction. Challenges arrived faster than comfort could settle. Preparation became an act of responsibility, not aggression.
Faith remained their constant, regardless of circumstance.
And within uncertainty, a civilization continued to take shape. Life continued, guided now by purpose rather than fear.
Small acts of kindness became the foundation of a new society.
Leadership was built on listening, not dominance.
Old divisions softened under shared responsibility. A generation grew up, knowing peace as a possibility.
Yet the weight of responsibility never faded.
Beyond Medina, the world was beginning to listen. The message traveled farther than footsteps ever could.
From patience and struggle, a legacy had begun to form.
And from this quiet beginning, history would never be the same.